Working for SNAP-Ed, you may find yourself traveling to and from sites for work. If you're traveling in your personal vehicle, you may be able to be reimbursed for mileage. The first step for being reimbursed is to fill out a mileage log. You can find the mileage log on the UA SNAP-Ed website. Over in the Forms and Resources section, you'll notice the form has tabs for every month. These month tabs will prevent you from forgetting to delete old numbers and will also function as a reminder that travel will not be accepted past 60 days of the departure date, so you should get in the habit of turning in your mileage every month. If your travel exceeds one sheet, this last tab is an extra sheet so you don't have to delete your current mileage and reprint it. So let's get started on filling out the log. Click on the current month. Fill in your name and employee ID in these sections on the top. This section over here on the top right is where you enter the miles from your house to your workplace. This is needed to correctly calculate duty post, which we will go over in detail a little bit later. Now that you have these filled out, you can move on to filling out the rest of the form. Fill in your basic travel info, including the date the travel took place and the sites you traveled to and from. If you travel to or from your home, make sure you write home in the box, as it's needed for calculations later in the form. If you traveled from one place to another and then back to your starting point, such as traveling from your office to a school and then back to the office, you would select yes in this round trip drop-down list. If this was only one way, select no. Now enter the odometer readings at the start and end of travel. If you are using trip miles, please denote that in the additional info column. Also, if you traveled round trip, be sure to only enter your miles one way, as the form will automatically double the mileage if you've selected yes in the round trip section. Column F is another yes or no drop-down list for whether or not to subtract duty post. Your duty post is your office, and according to policy, the mileage to and from your home to your office is not reimbursable. So if you went directly from your house to a site during normal work hours, you will need to subtract the amount of miles between your house and your office. Keep in mind that driving to and from your duty post and your home is never reimbursable, even if you're working in your office outside of normal work hours. For example, let's say you live 5 miles away from your office, and you went to a health fair at a school, which is 15 miles away from your home. You left directly from your house at 9:30 a.m. and drove to the site. Because you left from your home during work hours, you would need to subtract the extra mileage you would have driven to your office, since you would be at work during this time, and mileage from home to work is not reimbursable. So 5 miles would need to be subtracted from your total mileage to account for your duty post. This is why you've entered the miles from your house to your office in the box on the top right. If you travel directly to or from your home during normal work hours, Monday through Friday, select yes. This will automatically subtract the correct amount of duty post from your mileage, as you can see over in the total column on the right. If you did not travel to or from your home, or you travel directly to or from your home outside of work hours, select no. If you do not subtract duty post when traveling to or from your house, you must write a note in the additional info column explaining why, such as left at 7:30 a.m. Once you've finished your log, send it to the person in your county who processes travel for them to do the next steps. If you have any questions after watching this tutorial, contact your RC, travel representative, or the accounting office, and we'll be happy to help.